Ukraine destroyed a Russian tank with a precision drone strike through the vehicle's open hatch, according to footage posted by Kyiv's Ministry of Defense, MOD. The video, originally posted by Ukraine's 12th Special Forces Brigade Azov, shows a drone slowly approaching a Russian tank hidden among trees before descending into its open hatch. The video then shows the tank in flames. The intelligence of the 12th Special Forces Brigade Azov spotted an enemy tank in the green zone, the Azov Brigade wrote on X, formerly Twitter. The operator of the strike UAV company skillfully bypassed the enemy's electronic warfare and hit the target in the turret hatch. Result: a completely burned-out tank of the occupiers. Even the anti-drone defense did not help. The events on the video demonstrate a complete process of destruction and objective control of the target destruction by the 12th Azov Brigade's strike UAV company. Ukraine's MOD added on X. An open hatch of the tank is the best present for our FPV drone operators. We know how to make the best use of it. In a separate video shared by Ukraine's MOD, the 25th Airborne Brigade strikes a number of enemy targets, including what appear to be tanks, transport vehicles, and military equipment. Since the start of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, a total of 8,455 Russian tanks have been destroyed, according to Kyiv. A further 5 tanks were destroyed in fighting on Monday, Ukraine's MOD reported. The Azov Brigade rose out of the volunteer Azov Battalion, with its roots in far-right and ultra-nationalist ideology. Battalion members were on the front lines fighting pro-Moscow separatists in Ukraine from 2014. The battalion's founders were accused of having neo-Nazi sentiments. The brigade's current members have rejected those ties, distancing themselves from the battalion's reputation since the outbreak of full-scale war. The brigade is now a part of Ukraine's National Guard, and has been lauded as one of the country's most effective fighting forces. Ukraine has consistently deployed drones to target high-value Russian assets that have been used to attack Kyiv's troops since 2022. Earlier this month, Ukraine's SBU security service hit and damaged a Russian Mi-28 helicopter flying over Russia's Kursk border region using a first-person view, FPV, drone. The attack appears to have been the first confirmed instance of Ukraine using an FPV drone to damage a helicopter in flight. A Ukrainian security source told Newsweek that was another truly unique hit on an enemy target. The SBU drone struck the helicopter's rear rotor, the security source said. It is not clear whether the drone permanently disabled the helicopter. The Ukrainian military's Strategic Communications Office said it was probably the first case in world history when a drone hit a helicopter. Ukraine's surprise incursion into Russia's Kursk Oblast over the past week is lifting some hopes for Ukrainian soldiers losing ground on the Eastern Front amid worsening manpower and ammunition shortages. Ukraine launched its stunning counterattack in the northeast into Russian territory, 10 months into Russia's renewed large-scale offensive across Donbass, where Kyiv's troops are clinging onto each position at a great cost as they attempt to grind down Moscow's offensive capabilities. The Kursk operation opened a new section of the front, said Oleksandr Moroshnik, a 32-year-old Ukrainian soldier deployed on the Chasiv Yar front with the 93rd Separate Mechanized Brigade. Russia will either redeploy troops or take from its reserves, which should reduce the pressure upon Ukrainian forces on other sections of the front. The Kursk operation, which has been followed up this week by Ukrainian incursions into the adjacent Belgorod Oblast of Russia, adds to Kyiv's relentless long-range missile and drone strikes all the way down to the far south in Russian-occupied Crimea. As Russia presses on weak spots in Ukraine's defense of Donbass, Kyiv is exposing Moscow's vulnerabilities in the south, northeast, and now on Russian soil. A 24-year-old drone operator from a reconnaissance unit also in Donetsk Oblast named Kostyantin, who like some other soldiers asked for his identity not to be revealed due to security protocols, said that the Kursk operation offered a distraction from the front line in the east. It could also be, he added, an effort by the Ukrainian government to shift the media's attention from the rapidly degrading situation in the east, or help alleviate some stress from other fronts that are bearing the brunt of intensifying Russian offensives. Russian President Vladimir Putin called the Kursk incursion Ukraine's attempt to halt Russia's offensive in Donbass, claiming that the Kremlin's push has only increased instead, and that its troops were still advancing across the front line.